HLN.
If you want to. Do you have the graphics and stuff good to go?
Oh, it's back.
The
You're back
scoreboard?
up.
Oh, yes. We're back up.
Hey
What server?
guys.
What's the server?
Official 3.
Official 3.
For reference, no goals have been scored. You didn't miss out on too much. But well, look at that. We even got the puck in center ice.
Right?
Another
did
Bagel
just
attack
for
coming
me.
here. Paco gets the screen on Owl. Bagel looking for a shot. Doesn't get it, but gets the puck to Paco. Not before Owl's able to intercept, though. As Zoob picks it up here. Continuing the attack for the Sparks here. Looking pretty good, but not quite getting the shot on net that they wanted out of it. Smasher cuts it behind Paco. Beautiful moves across the Halifax logo, but eventually is going to lose it. Kind of a back and forth here as the Sparks eventually clean it up. As we get Glenn making a play of his own, goes for a shot, a little bit of off speed off this. Somebody tipping it perhaps, but doesn't quite go on target. But Smasher with a little bit of a break here has to get it past Zoob, and he does not. Zoob doing a great job defending for his team. Owl with a great shot, but Skull getting the stick down and sitting it. And a little bit of a few chances back to back for the Hooks here, but Skull able to keep those turned away.
Yeah, Skull has been
How you feeling leading into this this first period?
Both teams have been nasty. Skull has been electric for the Sparks here, and they just hold a 1-0 narrow lead here, facing elimination. So we'll see how the rest of this game goes.
Yeah, it is again do or die. If you don't win this game here, that's what do people say? Cancun.
Cancun, golfing with Grizz. Something like that.
Golfing with Grizz is pretty. Oh, but I mean they're doing a great job. It's kind of what I hoped. Where that new game is a reset. You're starting 0-0. You're not at a deficit. Nice little low shot there from Zoob. Grip getting a pad save on it. And now the Sparks just focus on not overextending, keeping that 1-goal lead if they can, and maybe get another goal to feel a little bit more secure. But just looking super confident right now. Almost Zoob getting another goal, but Grip able to get in the way of that, wrapping around the net. BG. Great defensive play to knock that off of Paco there. Knocked out in front again. Some good passing plays from the Sparks. You're not always connecting, but some great vision by all the players on the ice. Get a little spin around from Bagel going across the Pro logo. Gets it past Owl.
Oh, nice pass.
Almost gets it across to Paco. That looked beautiful.
That
but
would have been sick.
Even better defense. Smasher on his own, though. Gets an amazing shot. That's a ding that Skull will not forget. As we get Zoob clearing it down long. As Glenn able to pick the puck up. Has to get around BG, though. Doesn't quite get there. Kind of a fight behind the net. Almost scoops out in front, but hijinks. Gonna do his team a favor and get that out of the danger zone. With Owl looking to make a play here. Opting not to go for the Deeks. Tries to get it to a teammate, but is punished by Paco for it. Paco gets the stick in the way. And only one goal in that first period, but again, a dynamic game. Beautiful chances for both sides, and this time the Sparks are going to be in the lead.
Yeah, great scoring chances for both sides. I want to say after that first goal, the teams, they kind of settled down a little bit. Despite getting those chances still, they locked in a lot more. And, it's serious, man. This is a Final Four playoff game, and I think it kind of hit their minds here going into Game 4 now. What's at stake here at the 2-1 series lead for the Hooks.
Yeah, that's what makes a great playoff team is when it's all on the line if you can still make it happen. And knock on wood, I won't try and say too much, but both these teams are looking really strong and really confident in their ability in this playoff game. As we get Zoob going for a shot there, Glenn also going for a shot, but the defender's doing such a good job that Grip doesn't face any of it. As we get Smasher trying to get a cheeky tap to Owl, doesn't quite get it. As that goes into the hands of the Sparks. Bagel, dynamic, finally getting the puck to Glenn. Beautiful play, but BG just doing a fantastic job for the Halifax team on defense here. Strips the puck back to back. Bagel gonna keep it though. Has a little bit of space, gets it around the defenders, but cooks it a little bit much. Grip able to get in the way for a few chances in a row. I could have sworn that was gonna go in, but no luck so far for the Sparks. They're gonna get held to 1 as of right now. And we get Bagel in his own zone. Some pressure from Smasher, but able to get it out. And around Owls. Nice little board taps, but Paco's going to lose it there. Jinx cutting off that lane. And we get Smasher on the boards. Again, like you said, the game's slowing down a little bit. Some chances here and there,
Yeah.
but
Settling down.
just
here.
waiting for that moment where it'll all pop off where that next goal happens. And it really does feel like it could happen at any second. We get Hijinks here, going for a chance for the Halifax team. Nothing too much yet. Bagel there to clear it out.
Both
Glenn
teams
gonna
are
try and scoop it up.
if both teams are really on their heels here. We might see some dumps soon. Texas Donut will be proud here in the finals.
Rest in peace,
Rest in
TD11.
peace, man.
Should have
Oh
his
my
jersey
God!
up there, and no!
Cut out the donut curse. God.
And a little bit of a misplay there. Owl and BG collide. Paco does a beautiful shot passing out to Glenn, and Glenn with a amazing finish. That is a facepalm moment for Halifax. Already down 1. And if they don't make a quick change here, that misplay could lead to a game 5 for the both of them.
What a game that
We
would
get a
be.
little peek behind the curtain, and spectator chat pretty says, "Would you have done that, Chad?" We'll see if he gets any ice time. He is on the bench right now. So yeah, Glenn going for another attack, and
The big
you
body.
know, I asked for a selfish Paco play, and instead we got a selfless Paco play, going for an amazing pass and getting rewarded for it. So that goes to show that you know, embracing your team and letting your guys see the finish line alongside you is will yield some pretty good results. And a little back and forth, kind of a scrum on the sidewall there, as Bagel's going to come away with it. Looking to get a shot there. Goes a little bit wide. Grip there just in case. And Zoob knocks it down low. Glenn bumps it out front. Zoob almost catches it. Would have been an amazing play, but doesn't quite come to fruition as we get Hijinks. Skating it down the ice. Has a few guys on him. Can't quite get it through. And we get Grip doing a little crab walk into the corner. Faces Glenn. Oh. From my angle, that looked worse than it was. That was actually perfectly fine cross clear. I thought it was about to be an own goal. I got really scared. And we get Paco stripping it off of Owl here. And just dominance coming from the Sparks. Paco looking for that shot. Grip following along with the play.
Shout out Chino. I got the red keys, man. I got the red switches on my keyboard. Still playing around with this new microphone I got, so there might be some background noise.
No worries. That's, you know, some crowd chatter.
Oh, yeah.
Depending
a lot
on
of
what
fans.
kind of crowd you're imagining.
I wonder how many seats are in the stadium, actually, Katie, now that you bring that up.
Oh, don't ask me. It's going to hurt my head.
It's a
Had
big
too
one.
much of this Renport Pale Ale. I can't do any math. As we get Bagel in his own zone. Hijinks chasing up on him, but pass goes towards Glenn at the very least, but ends up going to the hands of the Hooks as it gets sent high and drops down. Zoob catching it instead of Owl. A little bit covered here. Smasher pushing up on him, but Bagel doing a good job of positioning. Nice wrap around the boards to Glenn. And looks like as we get down to the end of the second period, some slow gameplay from the Sparks. They know that they have a great lead. They're just trying not to make any mistakes like the Hooks did with that turnover. And, you know, learning by example perhaps, or learning what to avoid by example as we get 30 seconds in this second period. Owl up to BG. BG across. Paco slaps to the side. And they have room for one last play or two for the Hooks, but otherwise they're going to be going into the third down too, and that is a scary place to be.
Yeah, very scary.
And some deeks from Owl looking pretty good.
Wow.
Oh
my
goodness.
God. That puck took a
Oh,
whole
I think
flight
that's-
plan to the goal there, going back and forth, multiple deflections there, and then off the post, I think.
I think that is 2 shots at the very least this game from Halifax that have ripped off of that crossbar. One from Smasher coming early and one there just that we saw now. And it's gotta, you know, be a pit in your stomach if you're Halifax, knowing that those 2 goals could have gone in, could have kept you tied, but
Yeah, absolutely.
with how the cookies crumbled so far, you're down 2 goals in the third.
Yeah, it's a tough mountain you got to climb up here, you know, or maybe a hole you dug yourself into if you're Halifax. They want to, if they want to see their second straight D1 finals here, they got to work. They got to work, man.
And yeah, they have the the cushion of...
Here we go.
Oh, sorry.
Here it
just
is.
struck-
Oh!
I can't believe that didn't go in. That is a
That's
miracle.
the goal they needed, but they can still push here.
Yeah, I was gonna say they have a little bit of wiggle room, even if they don't make this one, they have that game 5, but if you're losing momentum, you don't want to be the one getting taken to that game 5. The Sparks feeling
Right.
super confident here as Paco gets the puck here. You want to be able to solidify your victory as soon as possible. And behind the net, we have Al picking it up. Bagel running into a defender there. Kind of a screen there from BG. As Al pushing up on Paco, seeing if he can get it past him or at least get a little bit further down the ice. And he does, but loses it just a little bit. Probably not what he had in mind, but seeing if he can still make anything out of it. But nobody to pass to on the boards. That might be Paco getting there first to another turnover for Halifax. Thankfully, they do win it back. Smasher clearing around, tries to get it through to Owl. Owl does not quite get it. Bagel taps it out. Hijinks, see if he can do it on his own. Sends it up and in. A little bit slow, and the defenders are going to knock that one down. A little bit more back and forth here, but this has to be a lot of fourth for the Hooks if they're going to try and stay in this game. It's slow and time is ticking, and Glenn for the Sparks has the puck, passes it back to Paco. Paco, a little bit of a mishandle there. Loses it, but still gets it across, but Glenn pushes up a little bit. If he was where he was a few seconds ago, maybe that was a great pass, but not quite going to be the chance that they need. Well, not that they need, but the chance that they'd like to get another goal. Glenn off the wall here. Able to get it past Smasher and past BG up to Paco. Paco dekes it in, past Owl, curls it in. Can he get a shot? He does, but a great save by Grip. Keeping the margin at 2 for now.
It's a fantastic save, and it's a big save the team needs to stay in the game.
Yeah, and also even if this game doesn't go your way, kind of building back up the confidence of the goalie, where they let a couple in. It is what it is, but if you get those saves towards the end of the game, I feel like it just helps you build up some of that steam. Ow, the hijinks going for the shot, but Glenn gets the stick in the way.
It's a great block by Glenn.
Yeah, fantastic. Doing it on both sides of the ice. Mr. Glenny Angle. As we get Paco picks it up, Smasher. Chasing after a little bit. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left in the period. Glenn, Zoom up to Bagel. Bagel. Ooh, kind of a sneaky pass up to Glenn if he can get it. Gets it around, but BG catches up, knocks it back to the side. Smasher's going to get that one. Not a lot of options, though, kind of covered by these Ottawa players. But cuts back, hits the brakes, gets it a little bit behind Owl, though, going to slow down that play. Hijinks had a good streak going, but not going to see much of it. Owl goes for the long shot here. Zoob going to knock it down.
Great defensive play by Zoob. Hand-eye coordination there is elite.
I know, the more we see of puck gameplay, the more time that goes on, especially at this highest level, it's just beautiful to see what these players are capable of. The defense going from sweeping the stick back and forth on the ground to reading it in the air and getting a perfect tap on it. So these players are just getting better and better, and it's even more fun to watch.
Yeah.
Puck sent across to Bagel. Has it on the boards. Tries to get it past Jinx. He does. Sends it through to Paco. Paco going for the shot. Deeks wide. But loses it at the last moment. And not going to get that chance out of it. But that could have easily been a third goal for the Sparks. We get Owl here. Tries to pass it out front. Finds BG. BG a little bit in an awkward spot. Can't get an on-target pass. Or a shot, rather. Owl! Oh, maybe tried to go for one last deke, but missed that early shot. And Hijinks not getting the wrap. 1 minute left. They're going for all of these chances, but just not coming out with anything so far. And it's looking like this is going to be a win for the Sparks unless something drastic happens. As we get Paco sending it across to Zoob. 40 seconds left. And Bagel, you see the Sparks here taking their time. They're not in a rush to get anywhere. Curling it around their own zone. Smasher trying to apply enough pressure to make something happen, but just Ottawa confidently handling it. This away team looking like they're feeling themselves in this game 4.
Much better compared to game 3. They're locked in here.
Yeah, they've plugged a lot of the holes, and I still think this game easily could have been tied at this moment if some of those shots went in for Halifax. But towards the end, they looked a little bit sloppier, where those chances weren't quite hitting their mark.
That's it.
But that is a victory for the Sparks. And guess what, Log? We're going to Game 5.
We, in fact, are going to a Game 5 here. Oh, do or die here for both teams. It's so hard to say who is going to win. The Sparks, huge there in that do or die moment. And, while we're getting ready for this, Katie, if you want to see if we have the camera here. Oh, we don't. We'll pull that back up. There we go. You got to go find Cartman for the fans.
Oh, yeah, let's go on a Cartman hunt.
Up on the right, I think he'll be... Yeah, behind the right goal somewhere, middle section maybe? There he is. There he is.
Target lock.
I'm sure it'll take a moment before Game 5. Do or die for both teams. It means a lot. Look at that. And for the fans, too. Hello, Carmen. If you go further to the right there, you'll see a little TV. Oh, yeah, there it is.
There we go. Dick P, the classic move. That look down gets me every time. I literally still laugh every time I see
It's too good.
See this gif. One for the ages. Let's take a look at some of these fans that we have here. Some wide boys up in the nosebleeds, the broke boys. Look at some beautiful jerseys here. Look at that Orbit jersey. I can't believe they still let fans wear those.
Yeah. Oh, that's the old PHL practice jersey there. That's a good one. Got that off Facebook Marketplace, I'm sure. Oh no, part 2? Oh no, part 2? There we go. Hello, hello? Oh, my internet is bad.
Chino says not. Hello? Well,
There we go.
What I did find.
Yeah.
This is what the stream's looking like.
Man, I'm throwing this computer in the garbage can, I swear. Is that 3 or 5 for server?
3.
3.
I got Dead Kenny on the camera right now.
Wait, you found a dead Kenny?
I think our audio is live. It's just the PHL watermark on the bottom right.
Yep, we're back. There we go.
There's a hell of an angle.
Alright, if it goes down, we'll go to the server, but
yeah.
Seems to be coming back quickly, so we're good. There we go. Wow, Chino taking up a whole space here in the Game 5 do or die match here in the server.
What a greedy guy.
What a greedy guy. Oh my god, you did find him.
Dude, isn't this a crazy spot?
That's insane. Wait, what?
Another Easter egg for the fans, especially the
God.
I guess the South Park fans. But rest in peace, Kenny up here.
Yep.
Hanging out with the past 3 log streams, but this one's revived. And let's work our way down to the ice. As we get ready.
Survived. That is... Oh, wow. Okay, that is a long way. Wait. That is massive.
Thrilling Game 5.
We'll go back down to ice
tickets
level
cost
while
here
you
in
go
the PHL
down.
Stadium?
I don't know. There's got to be some safety issues with the rink that big. I'm not sure how they got this through regulations, but it's a beautiful stadium. The nosebleeds, I don't know, man. That could be pretty cheap. That could be up there. I kill for those first row seats, though. I'm not gonna lie; those are nice seats. Right on the glass there, you get Hijinks and Glenn smashing into the boards. That is a show for the fans. Check on Katie's status. Oh, timings.
We got the bench. We got the the casting seat. As we got I'm trying to think who's who. Maybe Log on the far left. You got Katie in the middle.
Yeah.
You got maybe that's Britt.
Yeah.
As the third man, and
that could be Ren, honestly.
Cheeky.
Yeah.
Oh, that could be Ren.
Yeah.
Missing the mustache.
Well, he got a haircut. He got a haircut today or yesterday.
Oh, he did get a haircut.
That's right. He looks good. He's a good looking man.
And get the ref where, once rules get added to the game.
Maybe
But, all right.
someday. I know some people would love to
Maybe
have the rule
someday.
set right now, but we'll see.
There's always some chitter chatter in the general chat, but I like how the game is right now. As I'm gonna check in with the guys, see if we're ready.
Looks like they are voting.
All right. And let's kick this game off. Game 5 of the first round of these D1 playoffs. Seeing who will go on to face the winner of the Cedars versus the White Horse Whiteouts. So yeah, Bagel having the puck here early on. Trying to get another lead maybe for the Sparks. Not quite going to get on target, but threatening for sure. And I really think in this game 5, it's going to matter who gets the first goal. That's going to be, everybody's tense here. It's do or die, as much do or die as it has been at any point in this series. So that momentum is going to mean everything, unless we get some crazy swings like we did in the first game. But get PG here. Let's see how this play develops a little bit. Holding on to the puck for a good while, maybe seeing what his teammates can get done. A little bit too high. Zub's going to pick it up for the Sparks. Behind his net, waving high to Skull there. Almost loses it to Smasher. A little bit risky curling around there. But Zub does come away with it. Looking for a shot here. Sends it out in front, but BG gets the body in the way. Paco pushing up here. Has some passing options. Gets it out in front.
Man.
Fantastic save from Grip. I thought that was for sure a goal for Glenn. But Grip doing a great job. Like I said, in the end of that last game, getting a few saves and builds that confidence. And Grip, dare I say, that was an auriful save.
Oh my God!
Hijinks. Oh no! Hijinks having a fantastic night. Catches that pass, curls in. Doesn't need to pass to anybody. Does it all himself.
Bang.
Tucks it over the pads. That's the spot to do it. Above the pads, under the shoulder. Fucking in on that little snatched goalie waist. And the Hook's gonna go up 1. Let's see if they can keep this lead.
That is a massive goal for Halifax after that tough 2-0 loss. Get it going early. Hijinks the goal, and guess who has the primary assist? Grip.
Oh, hey.
How about that?
Goalie primary, as some goalies ourselves, you gotta love it. And Paca looking to tie this one back up. If anybody can do it, it would be him, but Grip gets the save on it.
Great save by Grip.
And Grip proving himself extremely valuable so far in this series. Keeping his team in this. Howell going to pick it up behind his net. Let's see if he skates it or if he's going to pass it to a teammate. Looking like he's going to keep it for a little bit. Curls it back, though. A high shot. They know that it worked on Skull earlier, that sinker from up high, but
yeah,
not gonna be what they need right now. As we get the puck going around, Smash are going to pick it up in his own zone. Has a few options. Jinx and Owl going up on the ice. Touches it back. Has to get around Paco. Paco applying a good amount of pressure here. Smasher taking his time. A little bit early to run this clock down there, Smasher, but does get up the ice a little bit, bounces off of somebody, and Zub's going to pick that up for the Sparks.
The curse of TD11. I can't use his name anymore. We'll alter the outcome of the game here.
Oh,
look out! Oh!
Oh!
Double poster maybe and on the goal line? Oh.
If it would happen to anybody, it would happen to Glenn. That is truly unbelievable. That's got to be so frustrating, especially if this is a 1-goal win for the Hooks. That is going to haunt you if you're on if you're on the Sparks. Oh my. I feel bad. I'm not even on the ice, and that just, you can feel it in your gut.
2-on-1. Oh, redemption! Oh, man!
Oh.
You see Paco
finds Paco, but finds him at his feet. Yeah.
Tried to go for the second one there as Grip was backwards. Nearly worked.
Smasher strips it off. Skull doing a good job getting back there, but doubled up on the puck a little bit. Thankfully, doesn't lead to anything too dangerous. But, the man of many names, Glenski.
I gave up on the
really,
names.
They found a good chance. I don't doubt that they'll find another chance, but it's got to hurt if you're down 1. You get excited about tying it up finally, and it doesn't quite go in. But, if I believe the Sparks are a team that won't let that get to them too much. They've seen playoff ice before, a lot of these players. Uh, you know, time will tell if it will be the Sparks, the revivified Bloomington Wild team, coming back out at this.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Luma Lee. Or if it's going to be the returning champs, maybe.
Oh,
The
maybe.
Halifax Hooks.
Oh, I thought you said or like is in the orbit. I was like, maybe next season, Gabe.
No. Orbit's not doing too much. A beautiful shot from Al Bagel, I think, gets a stick on it there. Fantastic defense. Hijinks in the corner.
Oh, look at what a pass. Oh my God.
Wow. Get towards the end of this first period, BG pushing up on it. Just gonna clear it safely back into Grip's hands. Smart play. Dang.
How about that moment there? The moment of the period, double post, and on the goal line, just less than an inch from tying Game 5 at 1. What a goal that would have been.
Yeah. If you switch to the camera, we'll get a little cameo from some old familiar faces.
I was about to say that's awesome.
You see Crow on there, a few
That is
faces
sick.
that you don't see too much anymore. Bo Jarzen. Some people we dearly miss. You'll see my name on there too. I did not touch the ice for playoffs, but I like to think that I did my part. I was a locker room presence. And you know what? Some part of me is still rooting for the Hooks. Not enough that I'm too biased, though. I really want to see Paco thrive. I believe this is his first season with the PHL. Obviously,
I think so too. Yeah, a few
not
players
his
like
first
that
rodeo.
Bagel as well.
Yeah,
They've just
a
adjusted
veteran
so
of
well.
first-person hockey, but new to the league at the very least. As we get out in his own zone, some safe plays here from the Hooks. A lot of time left. I feel like you can't be too confident in this lead if you're the Hooks. You know that a goal could come at any moment. You just lost the game 2-0. So I imagine they're trying to get that second goal and
Ooh,
get something similar going. Zub passes out in front, almost a possible goal there. Bagel catches it off the rebound, curls it in, gets it across to Paco. Not quite a tape to tape, but looks like they're going to keep the possession there. Paco taps it in across center ice, but Owl there to swat out of the way. And Paco and Smash are chasing this puck. Paco getting the body in the way. Some good IQ from him. Where if he's not sure he's going to get the stick there first, just blocks it with the body, Grip out in front. Going to safely knock that to the side. Doesn't find a teammate though. Going to get it into the hands of Paco. Grip wishing he got a little bit better of a clear there as Paco gets a chance. This could be it, but BG just doing so well on defense tonight. Gets in the way of that stopping Grip from having to make that save. BG proving his worth for this Halifax team. Bagel turns it around here. Few guys in his way, though. Can't get too much of it, but looks like he is able to get around to Glenn. Out in front, Paco tries to get a tap on it, but not quite on target. As we get Glenn going forward again, trying to keep the Sparks attack going. But Smash are going to push up on it and get that puck off of him. Back and forth here. Sparks have it again. Glenn to Bagel. Bagel around Smasher. Gets tapped back as the clock's going to run down a little bit. 3 minutes left in the second period. Up to Paco. As BG in front gets it out to Zub. Glenn across, board bouncing, get in a little bit on the ice. Maybe a down low option. Looks like that's what he goes for, but Owl reading the play, cuts it off, and BG's going to pick it up and get it for the Halifax Hooks. Up to Smasher, doesn't quite meet him, and Bagel going to close out and stop this from being too much of an open break. Although, loses it to Smasher. Smasher going for the Michigan, it looks like. And BG almost having a perfect chance here, but a few missed opportunities. That could have been 2 great shots in a row for the Halifax Hooks, but not gonna be any on-target ones just now. And Paco for the Sparks, looking to see what he can get done, trying to get his team back in this game. Rims it around back. Zub gonna pick it up here. Too light of a tap though, means Hijinks is gonna get some hands on this one. Sends it out in front to Smasher. Smasher catches it a bit late, but the Sparks have to get their footing. Glenn seeing if he can do just that. Gets it almost sniping that bottom corner. Paco going to pick it up behind the net. Has to get around BG, but BG gets it out.
The Hooks being up 1-0. You wonder if they're going to kind of ease up a little bit here, just try and defend their way to the win, or if they're going to keep pushing a little bit. Looks like a nice combination of both playstyles though so far.
Yeah, I mean, they're spoiled for choice. BG's having just a
legacy game.
Legacy night.
Yeah. Well, look at this. What a pass.
Up to Smasher.
Oh,
Smasher goes for the deep side of the net. Cooks it a little bit too much, gets pushed to the side by the defender, and doesn't get out in front enough to sink that one. As we get a break for the Sparks, almost, but just gets a little bit too fast. Sorry, too far past Glenn. And Grip's going to step out to push up on that. Hijinks passes out in front. Bagel doing some defense for Ottawa. Has it behind the net. Gets it around Jinx. Gets it to Zoob. Zoob looking for a teammate to pass to. Gets it through. And looks like Glenn will pick up this puck. Has a couple options. Going to see if he can get in past BG. Taps it to Paco. But Owl pushes up on it. And BG now doing a great job on defense to kind of funnel these plays to the side. Stop the options from having too much to work with. And Smasher through the defenders there. Has a chance.
Oh!
Goes for a shot. Beautiful save.
Maybe a season-saving save right there for Skull. I'd say that 10 times fast. Ooh, what a save.
Tongue twister. Yes, Juice, this is a best of 5, and you're watching Game 5. A riveting Game 5 at that. Very back and forth. A 1-goal game so far. And some chances here for the Sparks again. Bagel doing some fancy feet work after going around a little bit, but doesn't quite find the teammate that he needs. BG in his own court is going to sit it down. Doesn't find Owl, though. Zoob's going to pick that up, and we get a Skull dashing out into the corner as the period ends. What do you think, Log? How are you feeling about this game so far?
You know, it's been a game of inches here, as puck normally is, as we've seen throughout the entire game, starting off with that double post and just many moments since then for, you know, it's been so close to being a tie game. It's been so close to being a 2-0 game, and you wonder what both teams are saying in their locker rooms, on the benches, going into the third period here. Could be the last period for either of these teams.
Indeed, as we get Paco starting the
Oh!
period off early.
What a chance early.
Oh, in it. And Skull keeping them right back at it. Understands that time is of the essence. Pushes up a bit to get that pass to his team. And Paco going to keep it. A great start to the period so far for the Sparks. As that one gets sent up. And looks like the Sparks are going to keep it again. Doing a great job of managing this possession. Paco stepping in, goes for the cross pass to Glenn. Glenn going to pick up the puck here. Not a lot of passing options, but we'll see if he can find anything. Not much so far, but Zoob able to push up on it. Has to fight for it, though. Paco out in front. Can he get it? No! Into the pads of Grip. And that is cleared out very wisely by the Halifax Hooks. Bagel going to pick it up for the Sparks in the zone. Smasher chasing them, see if he can strip it, but Bagel coming away with some distance here. Moves to the side, goes across, maybe looking for a low snipe there, maybe a cross-crease pass, but doesn't quite get what he needs. Paco back to Zoob. Zoob taps it back. Up to Paco in the corner. Down low, not going to make that connection. BG stepping in there. Get some elevation on it to get it past the Sparks there. And Zoob. Just play after play. A beautiful pass to Paco. Paco looking for it, but again, into the pads of Grip. Can't get the elevation that he needs. But this is what you want to see if you're a Sparks fan. I mean, they're getting chance after chance. They're doing a fantastic job of keeping this possession and not slowing down too much, not turning it over too much. Let's see if they can keep that up throughout this third period.
One thing real quick, I just want to bring up, go ahead and check out PHL 2 as well. That's the Cedars and Whiteouts getting started pretty soon here for their game.
That's going to be a great game as well. And that's, I believe, 2-0 in favor of the Cedars for that set.
Yeah, fourth seed making a push to go to the finals.
There you have it. Bagel going for a shot. Grip just playing fantastic. Zoo pushes in here, loses the puck a little bit off of a little tap from a defender. But if we look at the shots, there's about 2 shots for Halifax. They have 1 goal off of it. If we look at the shots, oh, they registered. As we get another chance there for the Sparks. 3 for Zoob, 1 for Glenn. 2 for Bagel, and 5 for Paco. They are just ripping these shots, not quite finding what they need. That just goes to show how good Grip is playing in this final game.
Yeah, he's just phenomenal.
Smasher tapping it up. Finds Owl. Owl trying to find a teammate there, but swarmed by a bunch of Sparks there. A little fight forward in the corner. Smasher gets some elevation on it, but Paco comes away with it. Tries to get it across to Jinx, doing a fantastic job getting the stick in the way of that pass. Breaks it up, but Paco again, always at the scene of the crime when the the Sparks get a play going. And just being such a good asset for this team. 2 minutes left. And you just got to hope that, you know, I mean, an overtime. Am I being too greedy if I ask for an overtime here?
Oh, you can never be too greedy in the game of puck, baby.
That's true. Hoping for an overtime. And I mean, we may get one. They've had so many chances. The Sparks team, another one right there. And no Halifax skaters pushed up for that. Azub's going to get an easy possession there. Pushes in, sees what he can get done, tries to get it across. He gets the pass, but Grip is in the way for that cross crease. Paco pushing out front, fighting in the corner. Minute and 18 seconds left. Every single second counts. Every play counts. Do or die for the Sparks, and let's see if they can do. And Halifax understands that, time running down a little TD11 there.
Careful though with the name. You don't want to jinx either of these teams here. That's quite a moment there. And,
speaking of jinx, tries to pass the puck out in front. Gonna end up coming away to Zub though. Zub a few confident dekes here, trying to get it around the Halifax defense.
Ooh,
loses it. Jinx getting a tap on the stick.
Doing his Frog T impression there, losing the puck at center ice.
There you go. Oh, not quite the power that he needs, and that's gonna go back to Halifax. 34 seconds left. Looking scary. And the Halifax Hooks want to make sure that they, at very least,
25 to go.
Playoff finals.
Oh, someone's got to get there, guys. Oh.
No. Time's running down. The Sparks.
You going to shoot it or hang out? He's going to hang out.
He's going to hang out. No honor. Not even going to go for a play.
Well, let's ask it for him.
As we get about 6 seconds left. Unless the Sparks do something magical, this is going to be a game and series for the Halifax Hooks. Somebody suggested a handshake line. We'll see if we get that. But great games.
If you want to slide
Lots
in there,
of high scoring, and it tapered off towards the end for a 1-0.
See if they honor the greatest tradition in hockey and puck, apparently. Yeah, they're gone.
There we go. And somebody said in chat, that Glenski moment is going to haunt him for months, if not years. That double post, just wish it could have gone different. As we get the handshakes going, some good games over the VoIP. And, what I want to highlight right now, I would say man of the match is going to be B Grip.
B Grip. It's farming again. Grip, if you're listening, come to the server, man. We'll take you.
So many shots, and especially after some, I don't want to say ugly goals, but some moments you wish he could have kind of had back. It feels great that he's able to come back and just have a fantastic final game.
Yeah, that was a legendary performance by Grip and his whole team. And the Sparks, their season comes to a close in a sad fashion, but they were a great, great team. Zoop put together and drafted a phenomenal squad. You can't let this take away from the season that they had. It was phenomenal. But the Hooks just a little bit better in this, and they will be heading back to the D1 Finals for a second year in a row.
They're doing something right over there in Halifax. And it's sad to see any team go. I would have been sad to see the Hooks go as well. But I think that the Hooks can feel confident that they, throughout all the games, just seemed like the more composed team where, apart from that second game that we saw tonight. But, I mean, yeah. I think I got everything I wanted. Doing a little ore farming nod to the camera there. But we got high scoring, we got low scoring. Did we get a little bit of overtime? I forget.
Me too. It was a lot of puck. That was a
lot of puck. And I don't know. Anything else you'd like to share, Log, as we get to the end of the stream?
Well, that's all we got for you guys. We'll see if Grip does slide in here for a interview. I'm not sure if he's going to or not. He gives a little head shake.
Maybe celebrating with the team.
He may be. Yeah, he may be. We'll wait a minute. But on PHL2, it's the Whitehorse Whiteouts and the Crescent City two great team names. Crescent City Cedars playing in Whitehorse, wherever that may be. They are in Game 3 right now. So, any predictions for that series, Katie?
Yeah. I mean, prediction-wise, I feel like it has to go in the favor of the Cedars. The Whitehorse have been doing fantastic, especially towards the end of the season. But, I mean, That Owen and Bubba combo up front is just so good.
It isn't good. I was honestly comparing it to MJ and Scottie Pippen. Honestly, the other
Yeah,
night, that's
to
how
be
they
quite
looked.
honest.
Yeah.
And you think that they have that, and then they have Sleepy in the crease for them, who has playoff experience already for D1 and D2, I believe, unless I'm mistaken. But so good, so experienced there. I feel like they have a really composed team. Owen has been fantastic for so long, and Bubba is probably at his peak form right now. Um, so I'm interested to see if they get the clean sweep or if the White Horse Whitehouse give them a run for their money.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think maybe next time we'll hear from Grip. I think he might be popping open the bottles with the boys, so we'll let him do that. They earned that win. That was a great
Yeah,
win for
maybe
the
a Renport
Hawks.
interview.
Maybe, yeah, that would be something. Anyway, that's all we got for PHL Network here. My name is Log, joined by Katie, the one and only in the booth. Of course, go to PHL2, check out the other series there, the Whiteouts and the Cedars, and we will see you all later. Have a great night.
Have a fantastic night.
There we go.
Oh, it's the Smudge. The Smudger down low. Shrimp Gumbo. Good defensive play. Kingtron. Kingtron tries to wrap it around. No chance. The defense really boxing off the offensive zone for the Smudge. Now it's a breakaway pass. Buzz flip it. Look out. He's got an open net. Oh, no. Buzz flip it. You have got to be kidding me. Well, now we know why he's in the booth more than the ice. No, I'm just kidding, Buzz. But, oh, man. His head is down. I've been there too, buddy. That was rough. 1-1 tie still. A chance for Buzz Flippet to end it. Puff was thinking about coming out. Well, he did, actually. There's no thinking about it when you do it. And now they'll start all the way back in the Fire Ant zone. They're down low. They'll pass it up. It's Miku, number 39, for the Fire Ants. Typically a goalie, but he's taking a day off. Now Shrimp Gumbo. Good steal for the visitors. Shrimp Gumbo. Nice purple tape. Ooh, can't get around the defense.